शक्तिरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः। या देवी सर्वभूतेषु मातृरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः। या देवी सर्वभूतेषु मीरारूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः। पूज्य माँ भगवती, पूज्य Sri Arvind, you all are present here, chosen souls of the Divine Mother, for a specific and unimaginable, excellent job up till now not given to our soul in any of our previous births. But the distinction is very difficult to be recognized. If we start finding out that potential hidden quality in our mind, in spite of all modernized psychological inherent urges and habits we have up till now formed, then we can enter into the scientific super reality of our framework of the body, and that is the perfect figure, perfect diagram of the inside of our body. Yoga is not merely external exposition of our different gestures, might be natural or might be self-presumed. Awareness, consciousness, alertness on our part is not the factor which can govern and direct our mind. So mind is auto-directive agency. You can be directed by the mind. You cannot direct your mind. Though being is there, psychic is there, but is so dormant and mind is so prominent that it is the prominence of the mind that becomes our habit, that becomes our trend, that becomes our psychological personality. And we can feel constantly the gap between our psychological personality and physical personality. Our physical personality can present all different urges, and psychological personality can figure out and present our inner force, but that inner force is always generated by our mind with its own impact. But if we start experiencing the real physics of our personality that is working and constantly vibrating inside the body, and Mother started feeling it, external connectivity with the people around her and internal movement that is subjected to the supramental body of Sri Aurobindo and the supramental as universal evolutionary stage, mother feels a tremendous uncertainty. What is my body? What is my physicality? What is my physical mind? And what is my mind of the light that is working within my body? And to what extent my framework of the cellular existence inside is connected with. Very typical science. What Leonardo also could not offer, a diagrammic scenario in his own thesis at that time in previous birth. Now Sri Aurobindo, what was kept by him as secret, master secret of the last cantos of Savitri, are being presented as master keys to the mother, because the master key and the clues which were given to Sri Aurobindo by Lord Krishna in the jail and Adesh given by Sri Aurobindo thereafter were the real clues to be practiced by Sri Aurobindo in his yoga, and which were all demonstrated in the last part of Savitri, which was left out unrevised. So these are all different events of Sri Aurobindo's life, but now Sri Aurobindo presented himself in toto. Supramental is perfection. Force of supramental is perfection. Instrument accepted by supramental is perfect instrument. And if perfection in instrument is not there, the supramental manifestation to be accessible to our ordinary human mind is also not possible. We cannot see the supramental at present. We can simply see the vibrations of the supramental, provided our self's purity is brought forward. Self's purity is a hidden reality. But if our self's purity is to be brought out to the surface of the skin, then we can start allowing the force supramental working externally to penetrate into our cells. That is to go within. Mother is required to go within all the while to awaken her cells and to receive the supramental working externally outside in the cosmos in such a way that it can transform the matter, cells of the earth, atom of the earth, energy of the earth, and velocity of the atoms of the earth. That is quantum physics. And that quantum physics is being lived by mother in the patterns of the cell inside the body for the first time ever in the existence. Nobody up till now, might be Maharshi, Mahayogi, any cadre of consciousness up till now presented by individuals, even in our incarnations, could not find out and could not offer this inner reality of the external personality. And this is for the first time inner reality, inner physical reality, that is a new physics, that is new diagram, that is new pattern that was felt by the mother, and it was presented before Satprem. The entire body became a single, extremely rapid and intense vibration. Body's physicality body's concretization, body's solidarity. The solid stuff of the body has, as if has started getting dissolved, like a piece of ice when it starts getting into water once again, starts being water once again. The situation of the piece of ice is dual existence. One is of water in a liquid form, and one is a matter in a solid form. So the mother's body started experiencing this duality, that she is matter also, it means she is materialized body also, and she is a body of liquid, she is a body of gas, she is a body of light, she is a body of the Virat, and she is a body of the atom too. So that new physics has started being presented to the human eyes, to the human mind, which is of a surface level, and Satprem is a representative of that human mind. On behalf of humanity, he is receiving this grand, great and exceptional treasure up till now not explored by even quantum physics and physical theories after Einstein's relativity, which is a tremendously powerful explosion presented here as noted down by Satprem in the voice of the mother, in the words of the mother, in the powerful and categorical statements of the mother that was very recently experienced. There is no gap of time even. Last night mother experienced, and now she starts expressing it before Satprem. It is rapid and intense vibration, but motionless, steady, static, and static condition of atom, static condition of cell is the maximum velocity. So there is no contradiction between deterioration of the cell, clotting of the cell, degeneration of the cell, but state between mortality and immortality. Immortality is stability as per our fixed principles of physics, and motion is the velocity. If it is systematic, then it is the regeneration of the cells. If it is non-systematic, unsystematic, deteriorating, then it becomes the degeneration of the cells. So mother could not judge what is my cell doing at present, but the cell started experiencing and expressing its hidden stability. That is the real beginning of consciousness into matter. The very first consciousness, the spark of the consciousness becomes the solid matter, is the cause felt by the mother at this junction. For mother also, it is absolutely de novo experience, and for Satprem it was just like a great and grand miracle. What is it? He could not grasp it. He simply could note down. He simply could record in the tape recorder. And the statements of the mother are to be here so synchronized that we can, if apply our mind, we can at least just conclude it scientifically as a part of continuous experience in sequence. I don't know how to explain, mother feels. I don't know how to explain this. Why my cells are dynamic? Why they present before me that dynamic motion? They many a times present before me their static condition. and it automatically changes that it becomes dynamic and static, but they appear to be steady to me. Only I can feel the vibration as such a powerful vibration, and still all these cells present themselves before me as static. So what is going on that I cannot explain now appropriately, which will be accessible to your mind at present. I don't know how to explain it because it wasn't moving in space. As I can see the vibration as motion in the space, I can feel the same motion inside me, but same static condition also, but still it appears to me dynamic, moving in space, and yet it was a vibration, meaning it wasn't immobile. It wasn't immobile, though I feel it like a vibration, still it was not in motion. So how can I distinguish that my cells are static, my cells are in motion? That new dynamic, new dimension and new dynamism, that was the nature of my cell. So that was new dynamism, but I could not explain. I cannot explain it to you, even I try. It was in the body as if each cell had a vibration, and there was but a single block of vibrations too. There is a vibration and there is a block of vibration. Vibration stops instantly. Once again it becomes the formation of cell, and again it becomes the formation of light. It is the light that becomes cell and cell that becomes light. But what is going on inside this, that I cannot. This is the process of cellular transformation. Like snow, like a piece of ice. If it is brought out, it starts melting. But the melting motion is a motion, and the format of ice is kept as it is a static condition of cell. Satprem, whatever Satprem understood at that time, he here explains his own understanding. One cannot help thinking about the world of electrons around the nucleus. So fast it seems impossible, yet which gives matter its apparent solidity. How matter is being so solid. But what is the original stuff of the matter? The original stuff of the matter, that was the mind of light transmitted to the cell. Mind of light transmitted to the framework of the body. So, framework of mother's body is solidity, and the motion that is being generated and given to the body as vibration is velocity. So, velocity emerges and comes from the cells, but it takes form of my body. So, I can realize the presence of my body, but side by side I can realize the source of my body's matter too. A very difficult concept is there. My body emerges in this framework, but what is the real energy, what is the real velocity, what is the reality, that it becomes my body. So I can feel these two things together. Satprem says that I could understand this much. And also of the lesser process in which, and also of the lesser process of the light penetrating into the solid matter. That is the therapy, light therapy. Amanis Bhai is practicing at present. Lesser penetration into the solidity of matter. But light can do it only. No medicine can do it. It is the light's penetration is the very nature of the cell. Light reception is a very nature of the cell at the source of the body. So thought is to be given the form of light. If thought is given the form of illumination, if thought is given the form of dynamism and determinism, then it becomes light. It is the thought becomes light, and that light can penetrate into the cell. So that is what the little bit, the process that was going on in the mother, and I am mere spectator, I am mere witness, but I can feel that this might be going on, and that is what mother wants to explain to me in my terms and in my gestures and in my jargon. But mother herself could not express so appropriately to me that my mind can grasp even the minimum of it. Lesser process in which the coherence of the vibrations gives rise to an incredible amplification of power, so it can generate power. Light becomes power at the level of receptivity of the cell. Cell is pure. If it receives the vibration, supramental vibration from outside the body, purely, automatically, accurately and effectively, then I can feel some sort of new movement. That might be the mother's experience. Instead of the body's many usual vibrations, there is only one single vibration. Body feels so many vibrations, but this vibration, that is the real pattern making vibration, real emergence of light in cells, and taking form, is definitely a new vibration. So this is the motion of the very first experiment and experience of the matter, huge matter in the greatest, largest, widest magnitude, that is the creation of Brahmand. The motion that created Brahmand, the motion that created cosmos, is the same motion mother started experiencing and feeling at the cellular level. So Ya Pindeso Brahmande was very first time experienced by mother, that was not experienced by our previous vibhutis, avatars, saints, rishis, and that is why they decided to leave their body instead of bringing entire Brahman in miniature, as mother did for the first time ever in the history of physics, ever in the history of astronomy, and even in the history of a biological framework that we have received as a stage of evolution, that is human body. It was such a strong mass. All cellular patterns within my body is such a strong mass, as if it is a mass of the entire cosmos. It was much more solid than matter. See, it was much more solid than matter, mother says to Satprem. My cell is more solid than the matter of atom, and still it can be dissolved immediately. It can be melted immediately, and it becomes light. So what is going on? How matter can be so immediately converted into light? And if matter can be converted into light, there lies the clue of transformation. That is transformation which is going on in my cell. And at that time Suppose mother could see supramental body of Sri Aurobindo, then mother could also start to find out the supramental portals being created in her body. The supramental framework in toto is the supramental of body of Sri Aurobindo, from which she starts receiving intimations and messages for getting the process of transformation within her body completed. That is the communication. Cell of the human body of mother can rightly communicate to the supramental body of Sri Aurobindo, while body is seeing that matter, body is seeing that body, and still body doesn't feel its own inertia, but it is the solid matter that cells can just present before me, and I can experience the solidity of cells, more solid than even the solidity of matter. And it has such a power, see, it has such a power, a weight, not only power, it has weight also. I can feel the weight of my cells also. I can feel the weight of my transforming cells. I can see the weight of the process, weight of the purpose, weight of the determinism, weight of the dynamism as such, and weight of the solid stuff of the nature, solid stuff of the matter as cells, as if they are atoms. They are atoms of the light, they are atoms of the consciousness, and they are atoms of the bodily stuff, of mass. Or such a mass is just brought under some sort of influence. That influence is tremendously powerful. Under that is the vibration. But now Satprem takes note of it in this way, and we are also supposed to take note of this cellular transformation that is very speedily going on inside the body of the mother for our guidance and for our practice. That is the vibration mother was to call the supramental vibration. That is the vibration that mother used to call supramental vibration. The source of this vibration is the supramental force, and the visibility of this vibration is the supramental body of Sri Aurobindo. Supramental vibration, physicist may have another name for it. Tomorrow's physicist may give another name to it. Tomorrow Stephen Hawking and Einstein will define in a different way, but this is the very clue of the creation of this universe. This is how light became matter. Light is put into matter, and the same matter is put into motion and put into varieties of the motion. It is not only velocity that is there, that earth revolves, keeping sun in the center is not the only velocity. Earth revolves on its own axis is also velocity, and two modes of velocity are coexisted, made coexisted. So thousands of modes of velocity are at present existing in the world, and they are creating their own matter, they are creating their own cells, they are creating their own pattern. That is what the very fundamental clue of how this cosmos is created. In my body, the entire clue is fully and speedily working, so I can feel the weight also, and I can feel the intensity of it also. This extraordinary vibration, like a pulsation in the cells, it is just like a pulsation, as we can feel in our pulse going on, heartbeats going on. We can feel the movement and motion of the heartbeats and the pulses. Similar at the cellular level also, I can feel, I can realize, and I can, Satprem, try to explain to you. For me it is beyond my explanation, so but try to grasp it. That might be the hidden intention of the mother at this level. Let it be noted down by you, let it be marked by you, let it be registered by you. Tomorrow it will be a guidance for the humanity to get my experiment visible, practicable, even to the future physicist. The extraordinary vibration, like a pulsation in the cells during the first months, I was conscious almost in detail of the myriads of cells that were opening up under this vibration. And it is this and this supramental vibration that makes my cells open. Up till now they were similar, they were all hidden mysteries. They were dormant. They were dead cells as if. But now they are put once again into motion and once again into right motion, that they stop that degeneration and they start their regeneration in the same form automatically. That is immortality. And that I could find out at present, that something is there, but they are capable to receive something from outside, that receiving something from supramental descended on the earth in 1956. So it is that intimation of vibration of new consciousness that transforms the cells of the mother, and mother calls that vibration, the nomenclature, that it is the supramental vibration that is working in my human body. So it is the immortality of light that is working in my mortal body, and it is the immortality of the supramental body of Sri Aurobindo is reframing my body within my body, that will be my supramental body of tomorrow.